Good evening and welcome to Philly by Night, a World of Darkness Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition game that is set in the city of brotherly love. Welcome to another Seneschal's board mission, this one entitled Arcane Anomaly. So, we start the evening, and shall we do age before beauty? Yes, I think we shall. Mr. Castillo, how do you wake up this fine June night?
Uh, well, he wakes up hungry, but what else is new? Um, and he gets dressed and he kind of starts getting ready, and then he realizes this Seneschal board meeting mission. Um, he will be probably one of the oldest people there. So he probably shouldn't starve himself. So he's gonna grab some blood from his fridge and he will eat some um, to get himself back down to one hunger. And then he's going to finish getting ready, make sure to grab his notebook, and he is going to drive to the location that he was given.
I'm not 100% sure if you are the next oldest, Mr. Fry, but you're well on the totem pole of looks, typically speaking.
No argument here, especially when things get about as hungry as Zero sounds. In his sleeping bag, in his element, dead, not dreaming, nothing. Sun's down. Oh! Cigarette in the mouth. Well, fake prosthetic cigarette, standing in for the real thing. Morning, shit ass. Any disturbances? He says to Kate.
Do you not think I'd warn you if there were?
Easy to make conversation. Right then. Okay, I believe we have somewhere to be. Off to work?
Yes.
All right. He does a sweep for the car as per usual, small sweep around the perimeter, and he and Kate get in and ride off to his place of work, where coincidentally he'll be working a different job tonight.
We have to go see that creepy woman again.
What? She's a bean. I love her. Well, less than you, more than most people. She hasn't died next to me, but pretty great. Not as terrifying, unless we're talking about C for 3. That was plenty terrifying. I want to go back there.
Right. So, in the car to the morgue you go. Monsieur Moriarty.
Liam wakes up not hungry for once. And he wakes up and he just kind of like just says, I could get used to this. I probably shouldn't, but no, I really shouldn't. He gets up out of bed and remembering what tonight is all about, he just he grabs the book that John gave to him what feels like a lifetime ago. And then he doesn't really read it necessarily as much as just kind of like flicks through it, just kind of like trying to reabsorb the knowledge that just like brief glimpses, like just skimming over everything. And then he just kind of like just goes like, Nope, I need problems, I need work. And then just shuts it. And then he just because I don't think it's been established yet. Because but he calls Sifra.
Huh? Yeah, what do you need, Liam?
I was actually wondering if you could give me a lift.
Oh, carpool! Okay.
Yes, I don't trust myself on the roads at the moment.
I didn't know La Sombra were contagious.
Sorry?
It's not a technology thing?
No, it's well, I need proper driving lessons, otherwise I might run over someone else.
Oh, you're still on about that? He believed.
He believed, yes. He didn't have to believe if I didn't plow him through him at speed only recorded by scientists.
Oh. Well, it's mostly fine. Gangrel can fly anyways. But I'll come pick you up in the Jeep, okay?
Thank you very much. I'll see you soon.
Boop. And as Liam is no doubt waiting outside, up pops a powder blue electric Jeep Wrangler. Get in, loser! We're doing occult stuff!
He just kind of runs over to the opens the door and then just jumps in, just offers C for a fist bump.
And it's time to go back to the morgue! Yay!
It's been a while since I've seen a good morgue.
Really? How come?
Oh, my sire was a doctor.
Oh, he must not have done a very good job.
Depends on what you mean by job.
Morgues tend to be, where people go when medicine doesn't work.
He used it for research.
Oh. Yeah, it's kind of good for that.
It really is. Well, for that side of things.
Okay, so we gotta meet Roro because he'll be there too. And Maddie is coming, and Zero is coming, and Mr. Fry is coming because he has to because he works with me. And I said, please.
Mr. Fry, I haven't seen him for a good few weeks, months even.
Yeah, he's on a special assignment from the Seneschal.
So he didn't get himself into trouble then?
Not any more than the rest of you from what they talk about at the Permission Council meetings.
Yes.
Anyway, we're gonna go. And she just starts driving.
Avoiding my problems for the evening.
And Maddie, Jerry probably would have given you a ride to this morgue/crematory.
Yeah. In the hour before sunset, Maddie wakes up and busies herself getting everything ready and getting all her notes together because she was just at the library and she had notes on all the ley lines and grabbing all her supplies. And then she panics. What do I wear? What do I wear? I'm meeting new people. This is a bigger mission than just my coder. What does Islington do? Islington wears suits? I'm going to wear a suit. I'm going to look professional. He'll be so proud. And then once it's sunset, she grabs a snack and then heads on off with Jerry to the morgue. She's just a ball of anxiety, but excitement. She's doing a Seneschal mission. But no, my gosh, there's new people. What do I do?
Oh, you must be a Tremere. I can tell from all the worrying.
I guess we just have a certain proclivity for it.
Yeah. Mix LeClaire does that face.
Oh,
The the worried face.
oh, well, I'm not surprised that there's a lot of things to be worried about in the city.
Right. So, this is everybody else. You probably know Mr. Zero already because you guys are at the same place with the same clan and stuff. And this is Mr. Fry. Collins Hakata, and he works here.
Hey there, nice to meet you.
And this is Liam. He's cool.
Greetings. Nice to meet
And,
you all.
You know Roro because he lives at the library.
It's really nice to meet all of you.
I mean,
Likewise.
he doesn't really live at the library. He lives at our apartment, but he spends a whole lot of time at the library.
You haven't threatened me yet. You're in my good books so far.
What?
It's a bit of a Philly thing, I think.
What?
Rowan, is that a Philly thing?
No, it's my dad thing.
I mean, if you haven't been threatened by the prince, have you really spoken to the man?
There's also the lawyer, and the Seneschal, and the guy with the sword who I haven't seen in a while. I think he had a lot of cutlery.
The Seneschal kind of threatens everybody. It's their job.
Now, Sifra, Rowan, and you so far. Even Liam, adorable Liam, I haven't seen you in 5 ever. It's good to see you again. Glad you're not run over or running other people over. How's that going, by the way?
It's going pretty well. I haven't sent anyone flying into the stratosphere as of yet. Again.
More people can fly?
Yeah, there's a guy named Finnegan. He taught me the phrase "a boy believes." You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Got it. Thanks. That's what I thought. And you! I don't think I've seen you before. Are you with her? He looks towards Zero.
My name is Zero. It's a pleasure to meet you. And
Nice.
I guess you could say that I am with her. Yes, we come from the same family.
Oh,
Fair
yeah.
enough.
My man, Madeline Clark.
Madeline, Colin, cool.
Couldn't
look
you
nice, Maddie.
tell?
You mentioned Mix LeClaire, so I'm going to guess Tremere.
They both have the worried face.
So do I usually, though it's a bit grumpier.
Yes, Clan Tremere.
Cool. Excellent. What shenaniganry are we getting up to today, Sifra?
Oh, so there's a leak.
A
Uh-huh.
leak.
Yeah,
What kind of leak?
the magical kind. If it was a
Not
plumbing
the-
leak, I don't think I would have needed to gather this many.
Probably not the kind that you fix with people getting put holes in either. So, not that kind of leak.
What form of magic?
I don't know yet. We have to go look.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Where's it at?
That's part of the fun.
I suppose there is some thrill in discovering the mystery of what is causing a problem and then fixing it.
Oh,
An
absolutely.
actual investigation and not running for my life. I am waiting for the other shoe to drop, honestly.
We can always run for our lives later.
Real quick,
Range
book.
check.
Did Colin find the other shoe?
Not yet.
He's only
Eventually.
one shoe right now.
No, he's waiting for the other shoe to drop. He's
No,
not
but-
only wearing
But in
one shoe.
character outfits, he posted, "Where's the other shoe?" And he only had one shoe in his outfit. So that's why I'm asking.
Did I? That's hilarious. I did that.
It's
Amazing.
one shoe. That's why I want to know if you only have one shoe.
Double check. So
It's
it
just
is.
one.
That's just the one, apparently. No, he does have both of his Red Wing boots on with steel toe and steel shank. But no, that is actually hilarious. Thank you. That has legit brightened my day.
He does only have one shoe. That
It
it's
is a
canon.
metaphor for tonight for Colin, no doubt.
One
It
foot
is
in the
our
grave.
little misshapen
Okay,
half-faced boy.
and Seifer just spreads a giant like map of varying ley lines throughout the city of Philadelphia and surrounding areas. It looks like a spider web. There are all kinds of intricate connections in various different sort of color codes, it looks like.
At this point, Zero has pulled out his notebook, his journal basically, open to blank, and has started to sketch where everything is. So that
Maddie
way he
opens
has
her
it.
notebook with all the ley line notes she took the other night, and they're just
Colin's working to commit this to memory. No
Right.
notes.
This color one, these tend toward more of like the you guys kind of spooky.
Wait. The Abyss?
No, that is this color. That's more of an us thing. But this is more of a them thing. And she's pointing at the Tremere.
Are you talking about blood magic?
Different kinds of spooky.
Is it
Okay.
is it polite to call it that?
it's blood sorcery, blood magic. Either is a technically correct term.
Mm.
Okay, so this is the blood magics. At least that's the color that's associated with it on my little chart. And you notice how they rarely kind of intersect with each other. Most of them are intersecting with this color, which is the oblivion, or this color over here, which seems to be some kind of elemental force.
That is a different form of magic, yes.
And then there's these ones, which I think are new, and I think they might indicate like the presence of my cousins in the city.
You mean
Interesting. I was going to
Other-
ask about that. Which ones represent the Magar and Magar associated things?
So this represents Fae and Changeling, correct?
Oh, I don't really know about changelings.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure that they would possess enough of the oomph
hmm
to actually affect any of the ley lines.
Understood. All right.
Wait, Faye?
Oh, thank God it's not just me.
Seifer has two antennae that just pop up out of her blonde hair.
Yeah, that was about my reaction too last time.
yes? Sifa is part of a group, a clan of
Court. We call them courts.
court. Yes, a court of Fae, or in your case specifically, Fae mixed with our kind.
Well, so in my case specifically, I am part Court of the Banshee and part Hekata.
So what's a Magar?
It's what happens when you accidentally embrace a fairy.
Or someone with Fae who's
Or
Fae
a
touched.
changeling, I suppose.
Yes.
Got it. She goes and takes a couple notes.
Maddie, have you gone through everything that you could possibly imagine under the realm of fantasy and make believe is practically real?
Yes, and
Okay.
Mr. Islington mentioned the existence of Fae. I just didn't know what Magars are.
Gotcha.
What
And I wasn't aware there was Fae presence in the city.
Yes.
What appeared to be tattoos wrapping around her upper arms, along the visible portions of her back and her waist, tucked into her pants. They're wings with quite an impressive span. They resemble dragonfly wings.
Wow. Beautiful.
I know, right?
Fascinating.
So if we have Fae lines here, and then we also have blood sorcery and oblivion and the other magic, do we have any mage presence specifically?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
They're kind of sometimes associated with the elemental bits, right?
Sometimes, yes. Yes.
So I showed you all that and all of the pretty little intricate lines.
Mhm.
Mostly to show you this. And she points to a blank spot. There
Hmm.
are no ley lines that are supposed to be bisecting Independence Hall.
A distinct lack thereof.
Right. So this is where the leak is.
What does
Okay.
Colin know about Independence Hall in Philadelphia?
Probably just the historical bits.
Mhm.
It's a historical site.
That's where the Liberty Bell is. Got it. I know it.
All right. So a leak is here.
From an area devoid of magic.
Well, from an area devoid of ley lines. It's not
Yeah.
devoid of magic, hence the leak.
Interesting.
I'd think there'd be magic there, considering from what I've learned so far, magic is very much symbol related in our world. And there's a lot of symbolism in that area.
So,
Well,
I'm supposed to remind you, and you guys absolutely have to tell her mushroominess that I did. This is an observe and report mission, unless we find that we can clean it up.
of course.
Okay.
Okay.
Works for
Which
me.
which means it's time for everybody to learn the Sifrashi first law of dealing with unfamiliar magics.
Which is
Don't.
yes. Anything
Okay, so
else?
who does the interacting?
I mean, it's probably safe to poke at it a little bit, but if you don't know how to like clean it up or anything, maybe don't.
Observation, analysis, light examination, and then report.
Yeah.
Get back and report.
If it
Yeah.
is possible, I might take a couple of samples. Only if it is possible.
No dying
How-
in place. Works for
How
me.
do you take energy samples?
Oh.
You usually take them into your own body, but I wouldn't recommend that.
We shall see what is present to see if there is a possibility of me being able to take samples. If that's not possible, then I won't.
And you guys can see, right?
See,
The
Well,
unseen, I think she means.
yeah, whether that's ghost or other kinds of magic.
Yeah,
Um,
I can see that.
Unfortunately, I can only see in the dark.
Oh, okay.
I am incapable of seeing such things.
I can
Okay.
see stuff, and I can see in the dark and hear things at a long distance.
So we're gonna pretend. You two just stay close to me, okay? I think I might have a way we can kind of work around this.
Colin looks with interest towards Sifra.
I
As
mean,
she says that.
those of you who can't see, what we're working with.
Hmm.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. You gotta tell. Oh wait, there was one more thing. Is anybody carrying any silver?
Sifra, do you know if these are silver? He holds up one of the sets of knives.
Yeah.
Is that a
Zero
problem?
is uncomfortable, but he says nothing because he does not
Maybe
want to stop anyone.
maybe keep them all of the way put away unless it becomes like an actual thing.
I mean, like in your car, in my car. Do you want me to put them back with the other set? We'd have to drop them off, but like,
I mean,
your
how
call.
about iron? Is anybody carrying any iron?
He holds up a mostly plastic Glock 19. There's steel and plastic, but I don't know if there's any iron in this. He looks around himself.
I
Belt
was
buckle?
I was just trying to make sure that everybody's allergies were respected. That's all.
Do you have allergies to that stuff? I don't. He looks around himself. My zippers are fine, probably.
Classic Fey myths, iron burns.
I'll
Liam just
take everyone's word for it.
Liam just opens up the side of his jacket just to show the Beretta that he's got in a holster.
Oh, no, that doesn't have any. Well, it doesn't have enough iron in it to be a problem. It's fine.
Okay, good.
Okay, Rowan, you gotta tell them the rules of the van.
Rowan reaches under one of the tables and grabs what looks to be a large briefcase-sized pelican case. The rules of the van are very simple. No eating, no drinking, no bleeding. Okay? Okay. He leads you all out to the parking lot where you see a 1978 GM G Series van. For those of us who are familiar with rock and roll, painted on the side is a mural depicting the cover of Rush's seminal album, Fly by Night. The word fly has been replaced with van, and the face of the owl has been replaced with Rowan's face.
Beautiful. Colin makes sure his thermos is extra secure and tight. This is clearly somebody's baby. All right.
He's got like 6.
What?
You can have 6 babies.
You can have.
You better
6?
talk to the prince first, though.
Zero just walks past Rowan and gives a small smirk as he's heading towards where he needs to sit.
All right, Rowan, I didn't know you had game like that. All right, I see.
Shotgun!
The
Of course.
inside of the van is well appointed. It has been lovingly recreated as one of those 1970s mural vans. There is shag carpeting on the floor, crushed velvet seats. It is clear that someone is an ardent student of history and has found himself a very niche focus.
Colin starts to get nervous.
He gets into the driver's seat, sets down the case beside him.
So, who's good at getting places they're not supposed to be?
For example,
You know, like larceny and picking locks and breaking and entering?
Oh.
I
Electronic lock?
I don't know.
We're going to find out.
Yep, we are indeed.
Okay, so the breaking and entering people can go with Roro, but everybody else has to wait in the car with me.
Rowan, I don't know how you are with mechanical, but Kate's got electric, and he gestures with his head towards his shoulder. There is no one there to anyone who does not have unseen senses flicked on. It's probably a good idea to flick unseen senses on. He's going to mutter quietly to Sifra, "Hey, you wouldn't have like a towel I can lay down over the seat, would you?"
Just in case you get all soupy?
Yes, Sifra.
I
Just in case
apologize. Can you expand on that?
No, I can't.
Sometimes he
prefer not
gets
to.
soupy.
That is... I apologize in advance, and I will work not to do that, Rowan.
Maddie's just staring at the ghost.
Oh, she got game like that too. All right. Kate, Maddie, Kate.
Hi.
Rowan will pat the case beside him. Just in case, I brought Plan B along.
Please
And
don't
tarts.
bomb me.
Oh, no, I left all the bombs at home. Well, the lab.
Probably a good idea.
I have been told that not every problem should be solved with a bomb.
You are ahead of some people I know.
No, it should be solved with magic. Okay, go.
Okay.
And off they drive into the night, through the city, and to the to Independence Hall. Rowan finds an out-of-the-way place to park where even a van as conspicuous as this would not likely be noticed. He picks up the box. Mr. Fry, you're with me. Mr. Moriarty, how's your lockpicking skills?
They are so-so. I wouldn't say I specialize in it, but pretty decent.
All right. And he trundles off towards Independence Hall. Whoever will follow him will follow him.
I'm on him. So's Kate.
Yep. Liam's going with him.
As he walks up to Independence Hall, he stops everyone and points up. Mr. Fry, do you think you can take care of that camera for me?
He nods over his shoulder, and Madeline and anyone else who can see would see the dark shape that is about torso-sized manifested float towards and become one with the camera. I would like to now roll intelligence and technology for Kate. Using her PDF, which should be in my channel, so we're going to throw 7 bones. This is a good dice pull for Elmo. Go, Kate!
Go, Elmo!
Kate. She does not have hunger.
Kate Mo?
Kate Mo. Caitlin.
Meanwhile, Zero's just still in the back of the car, just writing away.
Go get it, girl.
Kate Limo?
Potentially.
Okay. So, you can see the things, and you can't see the things. Right? She'd be talking to Maddie and Zero.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes, I can see stuff.
And I cannot.
Okay. How creeped out are you by blood?
We're Tremere. Blood doesn't really bother us.
I don't mean eating it.
What do you mean?
Seaford just kind of reaches into her top and pulls out a dagger and just kind of pricks her thumb with it.
Yeah, we do that as part of our rituals.
Right. But if I anoint your eyes...
Are you putting blood in our eyes? Is that what you're saying?
Well, not
Your
in
eyes.
them. Just kind of on them.
Okay.
We do a lot of weird stuff with blood. With
So
magic.
that is informed consent then?
Yes.
Mrs. Sexton says I have to get it.
I consent to you doing what you are about to do
Okay.
with my balls. My eyeballs. My eyeballs. My eyeballs. My eyeballs. My eyeballs.
Okay.
Leads away.
Good old brand risk Zero is at it again.
So Seaford just rubs it like along the orbital ridge of Zero's eye sockets.
Yeah, as he's slowly decaying and withering in front of their eyes.
Okay. Now, you won't be able to see ghosties or anything, because I've only figured out how to share the face sight. But most other magics will have like a glow, or maybe a smell. It's kind of different for everybody.
All right. I shall. Above table, whatever you see, I see.
If it's not oblivion or ghosts, yes.
Cool.
As y'all are being anointed, Rowan and
I see him.
company Rowan and company slip into the alleyway behind Independence Hall. First things first is Rowan needs to slip the lock on the alarm box, which he reaches into a pocket on his sweater vest and pulls out what looks like the jankiest set of lockpicks. It looks like most of them were cobbled together from paper clips, uh, little thin strips of metal. It doesn't look like anything that you would buy in a store. This looks home built. Once he has the alarm box open, he sets the case down in front of him and opens it up. And for those of you who are familiar with the cyberpunk genre, what you are looking at is effectively a cyber deck.
Oh.
There is a keyboard, a little screen, various leads that he can connect to things, and that is exactly what he does. He pulls out some leads, clips them onto wires inside of the alarm box, ticky ticks on his computer. Okay. Looks like the alarm system should be down for the foreseeable future. Mr. Moriarty, if you wouldn't mind getting the back door for me.
By all means. And he'll go to the door and attempt to pick the lock.
So go ahead and give me a dexterity and larceny, please.
I am going to blood surge for this. Just to make absolutely sure. And I can include that in the roll, yes?
Yes.
I am debating.
When you select blood surge, you're just going to put in your blood potency and the bot will do all the math. Okay. Thankfully, these are older industrial locks. These are not like the super high-end residential locks that you see out in the great wide world. So it takes a minute. You're not the best at lock picking, but it does eventually. The last pin sets, the lock clicks, and the door swings open.
Once he's opened the door, he's just going to gesture to the other two and just like, Mr. Everly, Mr. Fry.
And Rowan will grab the small handheld radio out of the case. All right, Dragonfly, we're good to go.
Okay, over. We're gonna come over and talk and stuff. Okay, over.
Just give me 1 second. And Zero's going to do blood potency to raise his blood potency, and I will roll that when I remember what I need to roll. Give me 1 second.
Oh,
Isn't it intelligence and blood sorcery?
I believe so. I'm just going to double check real quick.
That's just what I think most rituals are, I think.
Most, but not all. One must check.
It is resolve in blood potency.
That's what I thought. Okay, thank you.
Oh.
Resolve in blood potency?
Or resolve in blood sorcery. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
oh, look, he's doing magic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's doing the blood magic.
Yes, Sufra. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You may see more of it tonight. Who knows?
I know because it looks like orange.
Oh, does our magic have auras to use? That way they're color coded.
Yes, sort of.
Huh, fascinating.
I'm gonna use a willpower.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna real quick. Just don't mind me. Just
Otherwise, that's
there we go. 3 successes. So I raise it by 1.
It's enough to raise it by 1.
Yeah. So I'm at
Whew.
blood potency 3.
Oh, would you look at that?
He looks. I don't know. A little bit.
The orange
More
got
powerful.
orangier.
Yeah. All right. I'm ready to go when you are.
We're ready. Maddie shoulders her bag and gets ready
What
to get
did
out
you-
of the van.
What did you do?
I apologize.
The-
So when it comes to how potent people's bloods are, when you are older, you have a more potent blood, whereas when you are of a younger stature and sometimes of generation, your blood is not as potent. Being as I am someone here who probably has a higher blood potency than everyone else here, I decided to just raise it just a little bit more in preparation to help keep everyone else safe.
You made the orange get orangier.
I made myself a little bit stronger of a vampire, of a kindred. Like, you know how sometimes kindreds are like incredibly old and powerful, and their blood is very rich and filled with power. I basically elevated myself slightly to that.
Oh, I met a guy with the Habsburg jaw once, and he was really old.
Interesting.
Those are fascinating corpses to look at.
Oh, he was not a corpse.
No, but the Habsburg line, great archaeology work.
Oh.
Okay.
Anyway, let's go. Hi, everybody.
Hi,
Liam,
hon.
I have to get informed consent.
She
On
wants
what?
to. She wants to put
Deep
blood in
breath.
your eyes.
No, not in, just like on.
Sorry.
Oh,
I'm not poking anybody's eyes.
I'm guessing this will help with the mission.
It will help you be able to see some of what the rest of us can't.
Oh, then by all means. And then he takes off his glasses, and then this will be the first time that I think Maddie and Zero will see. But Liam has bright orange, hellish orange eyes.
Okay, so she digs in her top and pulls out. This time, it is not the same dagger that she used to poke herself.
Colin looks at her as she does the thing again.
This is a different dagger.
Zero's just watching Liam.
And she just does the same sort of motion
Simba.
along like the ridges of his orbital bone. Congratulations. Magical stuff has auras now. You still can't see ghosts. But it's, something.
It's better than nothing at this point.
Yay! Okay. Should I have been being quiet?
Are
Nothing
there,
if there's any microphones around here.
are there guards? Should we expect guards in this area?
There are no guards that roam about the area. This is, for all intents and purposes, a tourist trap at this point. The building has been maintained, but nothing of major historical value is kept here anymore. Most of it is reproductions. But Rowan will be staying outside with his equipment to kind of screen everything and make sure that if you do accidentally trip something, heaven forbid, he's there to shut it off.
So, Roro is
not the same kind of magician that I am. He's much better with the more practical aspects.
Understood.
So he's gonna stay here, and we're gonna stay in touch with the walkie-talkie.
All right. Well
So-
then,
So Rowan's going to effectively act as our lookout, while we go and investigate the matter inside.
Yes.
Rowan is our man in the chair.
Oh no.
Or, man squatted in a dirty alley, but
Man,
whatever.
yeah, one and the same.
We forgot a chair.
Man crouched in a suspicious corner.
You don't keep a folding chair in there for stuff like this?
He has a very comfy van for that purpose normally.
Normally I stay in the van.
Okay.
Okay. Well. I'll make it up to you. Okay. We can go bowling or something after this.
It's a date.
Okay. We gotta go.
All right, let's
Colin
go.
looks at Rowan and back at Sifra as they say that, and then heads inside. Thinking about two other Rowans and Sifras.
Liam just does the after you gesture to whoever else is outside.
I am double
Maddie?
checking because there are two new people. Are Maddie and Zero taller or shorter than 5'7"?
Maddie is. That's a good question. I just was looking at this earlier.
Zero
Maddie,
is taller.
Maddie is 5'8".
Once again. All right, fair enough.
She's
Zero is the average height of a man in the 1800s, so I believe he was 5'10" or 5'11".
Interesting. Good to
6'1".
Of course. Colin slinks his short little way in.
Yeah. For your reference, Zero looks like an 18-year-old noodle that's 90 pounds soaking wet.
Well, at least Colin's heavier.
So, wits and awareness, please.
May I add aspects?
This is not so much a heightened senses as it is like a sense the unseen.
Got it.
If you have Sense the Unseen, do you add aspects to that?
You do not.
Okay.
Does concealed objects specialty count or no?
Not in this case.
Okay, sounds good. Just checking.
Wits and
Gonna
awareness.
burn a willpower.
Starting off early, huh, Liam?
At least I have more this time.
So many ones on the
Keep
hunger
in mind-
die.
This is usually, unless I tell you otherwise, wits and awareness is a sliding scale.
Yeah, that's fair, but still.
Okay. So, twos, you see what appears to be sort of a minor fountain almost on the ground floor. Just like little spurts of what might possibly be water. I mean, it's clearly not. Otherwise, things would be wet, and someone would have noticed.
Mm-hmm.
AJ, when you think of blood sorcery, is there a color that you think of?
Dripping red.
Essentially, you see that along with some weird swirls of this deep, dark, rich purple.
Okay.
It's not water. It is clearly energy of some kind.
Okay. Maddie shares this observation because she has no idea if anyone else can see what she's seeing. Oh, it looks like blood magic with a different magic I don't recognize leaking. That's concerning.
When
Colin looks.
Go ahead.
Colin looks at the mention of blood magic and tries to think of any patterns that were made when he saw something else magical done that may or may not have involved somebody present currently, involving blood that formed patterns. Does it look similar, storyteller?
No, it is not a ward so much. It does not
Okay.
appear to be any kind of direct. It looks almost like the teeniest, tiniest tip of a fountain coming up out of the floor.
Not
Can
fey vibes, not plant vibes, not anything blood related to
Well,
that.
it's magic-y, certainly.
uh can Zero kind of get closer to it?
Yeah.
And
There's plenty of space, and this
yeah,
little fountain is probably only about think trickling, maybe the size of a hand, and not like a big Einar hand
Mhm.
either, like my hand.
yeah. When he gets close and like he's looking around, does this look like any specific type of magic, any specific sphere of magic, any specific type of that type of magic
Give
mixed with the
me
blood sorcery?
we'll say, intelligence and occult.
Can I add my specialty?
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Mostly because I
8.
am interpreting it loosely, not because that specialty has anything specific to do with the situation.
That's totally fine. Can I also add Descendant of Goratrix dot or no?
I'm gonna say no on this one.
Okay. And then final question: may I blood surge?
Yes, you have
Okay.
time.
Cool. So that is 8 plus 1. Blood surge. My potency. Is my potency 4 or 3? I believe it's 4. Okay. All right. I'm going to crit fish because I have some willpower that I feel safe spending. All right, I didn't get the crit, but that is still 6 successes.
Agreed. That is, in fact, 6 successes. This is not any kind of purposeful magic
Okay.
that Zero would be in any way familiar with. This literally
Okay.
looks as if magic has created a natural spring.
Okay. He is going to sketch it then.
I will say that what Maddie sees as dark purple, you don't see at all.
Okay. Got it.
But that may just be the rules of the site that you're borrowing.
Gotcha. I'm going to have him put his heightened senses up to see if this magic energy makes any sound, because like what happened with the thingy that happened when the Ancilla were first investigating, like there was a high-pitched sound, to see if there's any sound that comes from this magical energy.
Okay. Wits and awareness, and you may add your aspects.
Okay.
Same with anybody else who's watching him do this, because he's probably being fairly open about the fact that he's like turning his ear to it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do the same then with heightened senses.
Is it wits and awareness?
Wits and awareness, and if you have heightened senses, you may add your aspects.
Yeah, he's being scientific. Yeah.
I have such a good pool. Oh boy!
Man, I hope that passes.
I thought that was
Remember-
messy for a second.
Remember, wits and awareness is a sliding scale, unless I tell you otherwise.
Yes. I just saw the one on the blood die, and for a moment I thought it was a messy, and I was like, Liam, no! Wait, it's not messy.
we
it's
go
a normal
again.
crit.
Here we go again.
So, our 2 and our 3. There's not a lot of sound.
Okay.
I mean, it's energy, so like If you concentrate real hard, you might hear. I'm sorry, I'm about to reveal my autism. You might hear the same sort of sound you hear, like with electricity buzzing.
Got it. All right.
I like the people nodding immediately.
Yeah,
Uh,
no, we get it. We're neurodivergent. We get it.
Liam, there is definitely a sound. This is energy. This is pure, unadulterated magic. That thing that you felt with Thomas and Ripjaw doesn't hold a candle to what this is. There is clearly more than just what you are seeing on the ground floor.
Liam is just gonna kind of like look at this very carefully and just kind of like, can you not hear that?
Hear what?
Not
I hear some
much.
sort of buzzing. Is there something that you're picking up that I'm not? Zero is busy taking notes and stuff.
I can't hear much, but I did have a thought. Can we see the magic on a? If there's a basement, is it below us too?
Yeah, the thought I had was if this is supposed to be a spring, springs come from underneath. So
Mhm.
if this building has a sub-level basement storage area,
But
sub-attic,
what do you hear, Liam?
This is something unprecedented. This is pure magic. And I'm not. This isn't focused. This is pure.
Pure blood magic and something else we need to identify. That
Whatever it is, in its entirety, this is beyond anything that is just simply focused,
Hmm.
and it's definitely coming from somewhere.
So an alternative name could be untapped magic.
does that mean anything to you, old boy? Some sort of magic of magics?
I need more information before I make any assumptions.
Well, there a basement, Seifer?
Well, there's a stairs over there.
Awesome. All right, he's gonna head towards it. Kate, keep an eye out.
Fortunately or unfortunately, the door is locked.
Is it electronic or mechanical?
It's a mechanical lock.
Liam.
Yes.
Liam can pick locks?
It's-
I could assist. I'm not very good, but maybe a little. Can I give an assistance die?
You absolutely can.
Cool.
And you can pass him a bobby pin.
I will. Maddie just pulls a bobby pin out of her hair and hands it to Liam. That's my assistance die.
just kind of just like Maddie just being like, "Oh, I'll help you out," and everything, and just passes. It's just like, "Oh, thank you, Matt. Thank you."
None of you have heard of bump keys before?
I may have been able to
Okay.
pick a few locks open on doors I maybe shouldn't have with a bobby pin.
Dex and larceny, friendo.
With the
Zero
With
and
your extra added assistance dice.
Zero in very Ancilla fashion is standing back and letting the younger ones do stuff. And he's just gonna walk in.
That's just the pattern
Wild.
of older kindred.
While everyone was doing sensing things that Colin did not feel he was comfortable enough to just try, can we say both during that and during the lockpicking, he just does a once over and investigates this ground floor for anything odd, anything out of the ordinary, signs of struggle, recent movement, anything other than tourist trap that could relate to a spring?
Give me int and investigate.
Got it.
Pretty please.
Per approved.
With other kindred, Zero is usually the most out there, but right now he's like, no.
God, I like being competent. God, I like
The
rolling
lock
investigation.
goes. The lock goes click, and Colin. Well, ordinarily you might not mention this, and ordinarily you might not even properly notice it, but given your particular clan, Well, there are just like little chunks of marble places. Some marble, some concrete.
There are pieces of marble and concrete just around.
And there's some writing on at least one of the sort of larger pieces that, well, you do work near a cemetery
As
and
though
in a
this is
morgue.
broken pieces of tombstone.
Correct.
I turn on the binding fetter. I don't believe I have to rouse as a level 1, but I will double check right now.
Yeah, that would be good.
Free! Wits and Oblivion. I do believe
Free! Okay.
Yeah. I believe I also get a rouse reroll F for this in case I do. Oh, wait, no, I don't have to rouse F. All right, fair enough. Not complaining about a thing that Wits and Oblivion. So we are decent. It's a decent pool for Elmo. I'm not going to be no, do the job you're paid for to the fullest extent. Let's re-roll the failures. I'll go from 6 to 5.
You guys are getting paid?
Yeah, you.
My living and hospitality, if you remember the very first time I came to the city. Also,
Oh,
if I do
yeah.
a job, I do it well. 3. I think I only needed 2. Let's double check.
There doesn't seem to be anything around that is a fetter other, of course, than yours.
He keeps an eye out. The next thing he would think of would be a cult. One thing that I'm not sure he might know of is anything like Forteza Sindonica, anything that would involve tombstones, fetters, pieces of things from other people's lives. What?
I won't even make you roll for it because I know what your occult is. It might occur to you that the other color that Madeline has stated that she saw, and given the trappings of death found around, you would be willing to wager that that's probably Oblivion.
He's squatting, he's looking around, he moves from one place to the other, sits, squats, thinks, looks pensive, runs his tongue underneath his lip. Okay. Anyone ever heard of mixing blood sorcery and Oblivion? Or Oblivion ceremonies before?
Yeah.
Yes!
What do you know about it?
Kind of a lot.
Anything that he holds up a chunk, tombstones, pieces of tombstones, grave markers,
Oh,
blood magic.
that's
Yeah.
kind of clumsy.
Any of these runes look familiar? Clumsy. How so? He hands her one of them, and he like starts looking around at the debris.
Because, I mean, even if you need pieces of a grave or graveyard for a ritual, like, that's kind of big. You can get away with a lot less. Like, the dust.
And she takes the one of the chunks and just kind of crushes it in a hand to show dust.
The dust itself. Interesting. Maybe they're inefficient, or they don't know necessarily what they're doing early. Perhaps. Perhaps. All right. Food for thought.
Okay, so,
How recently destroyed does this grave stuff look? And he does say as well, while thinking that question, hey, Seafra, when did this pop up?
Oh, you were there. So, do you remember right around the time that that thing came out and you guys and my Uncle John had to like make it not come out?
Do you mean the Stygia?
The shadow thing.
Excuse.
There was a shadow thing and Uncle John had to fight it and Liam and Mr.
Mr.
Pierce?
Mr. Pierce, Mr. Sullivan, then Sheriff Sorkin, and the Prince, myself, all went to effectively deal with a group of cultists that were keeping a door closed by basically putting kindred onto it for some odd reason. We released the kindred, the door opened, an individual came out, and it turned into some sort of shadow monster that the prince and the sheriff had to deal with.
After that,
Yeah, well, apparently we've also been giving reports that Stygia, the energy, I suppose, that comes from where the Hecata and La Sombra's powers come from, apparently it's leaking into
Kindred world is
Philadelphia.
weird. The Kindred world is weird.
Are you
no,
telling me
mostly
that
just Philadelphia.
are you telling us that the Oblivion is leaking into Philadelphia? Just the Oblivion.
The gate, the
Apparently,
bottom of hell.
from my understanding, it's the energies from said places. Stygia.
Right. The veil's kind of thin here, which is why we get all of the webs of power.
Did someone rend the veil here?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe?
Okay. All right. Proceed with caution, going down. Be ready to run.
Hey, who's the best fighter here?
Sephra is just going to pull a couple of throwing knives, again, different knives, out of the shirt.
Normally he'd be strapped. He'd be like, again, like with that, but he's got other things on his mind right now.
And then a rather massive, what appears to be a fabric and blade fan in a teal color.
Okay.
Wow.
I don't like going subterranean now. That means that if anything goes wrong, we have to go upwards. Oh boy. Okay.
I am relatively okay with a gun.
That's not. You don't.
Guns are loud. Do you know anything about war fans?
Do I know anything about what?
She's gonna flick the fan open, and
Wolf
it's
fans, not
blades.
orphans.
War fan.
I should be okay, I think. I'm not very well versed in melee weapons.
Oh.
He leans over his shoulder. Kate,
What on earth could you possibly need?
is the veil thin here? Do you see anyone else?
The veil has been thin here every step we've ever taken in this godforsaken city.
Thinner than usual. Also, that feels need to know, but okay.
Wait, can I hear the ghost? Because I've got sense the unseen. Maddie's just staring at the ghost and cocking her head as she's listening to the ghost.
Those that have been anointed by Sephra, you cannot see the ghost.
Hey,
But can we hear the ghost?
darling, light of my life. We've died before. I think this would be important for us not to go to hell.
This doesn't appear to be connected. I mean, there are certain energies, but there are certain energies, but not really any more than are on your boss.
Okay. It's fine. We're not going to hell. I'm not
Who's
going
your
back.
boss?
It's fine. I mean, Sephra.
Hi!
Kate means somebody else. Kate, do you mean the... He looks towards Maddie. The sire, or do you mean the boss?
If I meant that waste of a bloodline, I would have said so.
Thanks. Just making sure we're on the same page. Okay, cool. Oh, I don't like this, but all right.
Okay, are you ready to explore?
Absolutely not. Let's go.
Do
Do
you
this-
remember Sifra's first law of dealing with unfamiliar magic?
Down.
Be ready to
Don't.
run and don't touch it if you can.
Yeah! Okay, let's go down.
And for the record, Seafra, I just learned weird things about Florida and Skyland. So it's not just Philly. And then Maddie follows after.
Oh,
I thought
Scotland?
Baltimore was bad.
that's where my however many greats grandfather lives.
Is he a creepy old dude?
I mean, I haven't met the man, but from what I've heard, yeah, kinda.
Interesting. Okay. And Maddie just keeps going.
His name is Roger.
Liam walks through the door.
Colin stays in the middle of the pack, making sure that there's bodies on either side of him.
Zero is the last one down, just taking a moment to process everything that just happened the past 10 minutes.
Welcome to being the old responsible one. Congrats.
She hates it. She wants to
Why
go
am
back
I
to being
the
a kid.
adult?
Give me another wits and awareness, please.
Height and senses allowed?
Yes.
Alrighty. Give me a good roll, please.
Colin's too busy being spooked, I'm gonna say. Nice one, Maddie.
Half my pool, but I'll take it.
Dun 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 dun.
Just wait until I get like a 7 or something. That'll be great.
So the sound is louder down here. Those of you who got one success, the sound is louder by far.
Okay. Hey, Liam, I hear it.
I think we all do at this point.
2 success. If I remember where your marking is correctly, both of them, they itch almost to the point of pain. Both the tattoo and the moving tattoo are reacting to whatever it is in this room.
You just Liam is just kind of like,
Are you alright?
What's up with you?
It's just a little uncomfortable down here.
Care to explain the feeling?
He just kind of like holds up his arm, pulls down the leather jacket sleeve, and then just shows on the wrist the shadowy mark.
Do I know what that mark is?
Does Colin recognize whatever that is?
Colin, you recognize one of them.
Oh no, he's just showing the Oblivion mark. He is not showing the Goldenic scar.
Okay. That is Oblivion. That is what happens to someone who is deeply marked by death, by hell, by what it is that makes the Hakata.
Liam, when you died, did you bounce? I'm gonna guess by that face you don't know what I mean.
No.
You don't have any memories of somewhere else.
No.
Cool. Forget I said anything.
Do you
Right.
Are you also
different.
Hakata?
No, I am not Hikata.
Where did you get that from?
After the particular assignment that myself, the prince, the sheriff, and 2 of my coterie mates went on, at least myself and one other coterie mate of mine have been marked by this. I
Oh.
haven't checked in with my other coterie mate. He has been away for a little while.
Mhm.
And well, if the prince or the sheriff have been marked similar to this, they haven't told me.
Seifra's just like gonna grab Liam's hand and just like drag it to herself and just be like, "Oh my goodness, look at this!"
Yeah, it's really bad.
And the mark seems almost drawn to wherever it is on your wrist that Seifra is touching.
That's
The
really
movement
different.
becomes focused.
Yeah, it tends to do that.
All right, SG, what do I hear?
Other than the giggling,
Well, from the 4 successes.
the environment is stifling for you in here.
Like, it's just super magical.
You have, yes, you have been around magic. You have felt rituals from your sire, who is, by all accounts, a powerful, potent magician. And this is stifling.
Okay. You're right, it is uncomfortable. I know we don't breathe, but it's almost like it's hard to breathe without the magic.
Colin's listening to these two, and he's not having a good time. The vibes are not immaculate for Colin currently. He looks around and he just starts doing a circuit high and then a circuit low and then spirals in. What can he find?
I've never felt magic like this, not even around powerful Tremere performing magic.
Roll it again, broski. Roll me that beautiful bean footage. Intelligence and investigate.
We're gonna push.
Oh, we're gonna blood surge. Well done, bro, Cephas.
May I also investigate?
Oh, absolutely.
Can I as well?
Yeah, I was also going to ask.
What
if
are
I
you
could-
looking for? I have an idea of what Colin is looking for. What are you looking for?
I'm
Not
trying
yet.
to find this source.
Actually, can I assist Maddie in that? Can I-
Yes. So, Maddie, what I want from you is intelligence and occult
Okay. And then I get a
with an
decisions die?
assistance die.
Okay.
And goes to 9.
0 is going to be looking specifically for any immediate threats, whether that be the source, whether that be other stuff. He is looking for immediate threats.
I'm
Okay.
gonna spend a will.
Give me a, we'll call it wits and investigate.
Same.
Wits and dang, not intelligence.
Co-
Okay.
You're looking
Colin's
for
going to as
threats
well.
in the now, not using what you already know.
That's understandable. I understand.
Okay,
And
fine.
can I add heightened senses to that?
Yes.
Cool.
Okay, so we got a 5 and we got a 4.
4, 5.
So, our usual, our person doing the investigate, i.e., Colin, there's not really anything here. There are footsteps in a couple of places with what look like dirt or dust. Very similar to the dust that Seaford just created. The footsteps, once they approach sort of the midpoint of the room, the bottom of the spring, the geyser, they immediately turn and theoretically flee.
So it looks like they got longer distanced apart and that they were actually starting to really run for it.
So it looks like they were walking fairly calmly, heading toward whatever this is. But at a certain point, they broke and ran.
Interesting. I mean, Colin's kind of part way to that too, but for potentially different reasons.
Maddie, the bottom isn't the bottom.
We have to go deeper?
The bottom isn't the bottom. It's got to be coming from somewhere.
Okay.
And this appears to be flowing.
Okay. Maddie, with Liam's help, looks for the magic source and she's like, it's not on this level. This is not the bottom of the source. It's still coming from further down. And now Maddie's getting nervous because she remembered her sire had warned her to, like, avoid being underground if possible, and especially don't go in the sewers.
What's underneath here, Sifra?
0. This entire thing is threatening. There is almost an electric sort of charge. The longer you stay, the more it is potentially interacting and corrupting whatever magic you have. This energy could potentially be almost infectious. Something akin to a power surge. In the same way that a random flash, a random surge of power might completely deaden an electronic device. Remaining for too long close to this could have catastrophic consequences for users of this sort of force.
So everyone here is at threat, whether it be blood sorcery or oblivion or whatever Liam's got going on.
The threat seems more focused within about, say, 10 feet of what appears to you to be a geyser of bright orange interspersed with like little shots of what appear to you to be bright electric blue or tiny shots, spurts of blood red. And you're almost sure that there is another kind of magic mixing in with it also. It's just that your eyes cannot see it. Maddie would see it. It's the purple.
Okay. So this is like all different types of the magic.
Several different types of magics. Yes.
All coming together and exploding. All right.
That's no good.
Oblivion, blood, and whatever the blue sparks are.
Question for
Do I know what the blues? Do I know what the blue sparks are?
You're not even 100% sure what the orange is.
But you can ask Sifra because these are her colors.
Sifra, what does blue represent?
Oh, usually the bright blue is like elemental stuff.
Question for the SD. Because of the fact that this is, given how Liam came into his source of power before Thomas had to leave Philadelphia, does this in any way seem like a focus?
Yes. Yes, it does.
It's a focus.
When that
Zero
word
would,
used, Colin knows it, doesn't he?
Yeah, Zero would know what a fracas is, correct?
Yes. Yes, he would.
Great, cool. Give me 1 second so I can
And
Google
Colin,
that.
considering he was looking at Haven's shenanigan related to it.
Yes.
I think Maddie would know just because Islington's her side.
Yes.
Probably fair.
To different degrees, you would all be well aware. You would also be well aware they typically are found at intersections of ley lines. And this one is not.
Why is this here?
There's no
Hey.
ley lines intersecting.
Cipher, how important is it that we find out who these footprints belong to?
It looks like they ran away, so probably not very important. I don't think there's anybody.
I don't have the sight unless somebody else does.
Is there any way deeper than this? Anywhere like stairs or somewhere? Or do we know of
Hold on.
like sewers from here? Do you have a way to
I
reach
can't go in
out
the
to-
sewers.
Um,
No, no.
Okay.
well,
Sue
the
is
Lord
a-
of the Under would know more about the sewer system around, but we're still a little shallow for that.
What should be under here? Do you know who? Do you have a line to somebody who would know? Phone call, business card?
I don't. Yay.
Maddie?
ST, can I try something weird and put my ear to the ground, try to use height sense to hear what's below me?
Sure. Why the F not? Give it a go. And add a dice for the sheer audacity.
I love audacity dice.
It's pretty cool. Good job.
All right, wits. Does this count as a concealed object?
You know what? Yes. Yes, it does.
Frick yes.
Can I
Get it, girl.
offer? Can I offer aid because I also have heightened senses and I want her to succeed?
I'm rolling 10 dice. I sure hope I succeed.
Through sheer force of please don't fail. Can
Through
I give
sheer
her
force
assistance?
of don't F up.
Through sheer force of don't be an embarrassment to the Tremere clan, can I give her an extra dice?
Everybody, you know what? Take an extra 2 because Zero was shutting everybody else up.
Can I blood surge? Why not? Let's just go all out for this.
Go for 14.
Yes, you have time.
This is
All
when.
right.
14
Can't wait for you to get a single success.
on
It's
14? Wow.
I got 5 successes out of 14 dice.
I think you should willpower that just to see.
There's a 10. I could crit fish.
Yeah,
Crit
go
fish,
crit
crit
fish. Yeah,
Crit
why not?
fish, crit fish.
Blood for the blood god.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's the business, as it were.
What's on the underground? G'day. What's
Anything was
underground?
Secret
Knowledge
tunnel.
agree.
Secret tunnel. Through the Philly.
Ms. Clark, the Bat, user of echolocation, dives to the floor and puts her ear down and is just like listening so hard you can see the entire stunning face just kind of. The concentration is thick.
ADHD hyperfocus mode.
Zero may or may not have taken out a phone and snapped a picture. The world will never know.
Where hyperfocus activate.
The world will never know.
The only
There's-
sound in that entire basement is just click.
Deafening with heightened senses.
Yeah.
There's a room, like a sub basement, maybe down there. Something.
Do I hear echolocation if there's an access point nearby, like hearing sound bounce off a tunnel?
I mean, there's pretty much got to be a tunnel or something, but it doesn't appear that it's connected to this room in any way.
Okay, Maddie, Batman is, and she just no, not Batman, Man Bat, because that's the one who can hear things. She just jolts right up. There's a room beneath us, but it's not connected to this room. And she darts up the stairs to go find another basement.
Maddie, no, don't, not alone. Oh, Jesus.
I ain't staying down here by myself, Collins up.
I'll go with her, and then he like Liam just like follows Maddie.
Keep
just-
up or fall behind.
So who is all following the fledgling?
Colin.
I'm
better-
trying to keep up with her and just like,
Alright,
please
Maddie,
don't.
Maddie.
Your dad will kill me. Please just keep.
Then hurry up! She just calls back.
If you can figure out a way to get me down there, I can see and show us what happened if it happened recently.
Hold on.
Ooh,
Let's
do you
see if
spirits
we can.
touch?
Technically, no, which is the best kind of no. Don't worry about it, and don't
Before
ask too many questions, please.
we do that,
Oh, you're a Tremere. You always ask questions. Damn it. Apologies.
All the questions.
I don't think
before we ask
Got
any
it.
questions, before we jump off into the deep end without knowing what we're about to get ourselves into, would you all like me to take a peek ahead a few minutes, or get a sense of what might be waiting for us?
Yes.
You have the sight.
I'm gonna use premonition.
Please, here.
Okay. Is this the,
That sounds promising when the ST says it like that.
is this
Correct.
the first time? Is this the first time you've used it since the incident?
Yes.
Pardon?
Oh no!
When was this and what was this? That's a face you just made. And a face that you just made.
I've never actually used premonition in this Philadelphia.
He's
So
only used it in the alternate universe.
roll that beautiful bean footage, and please forgive me for about a minute because I have to blow my nose, and I don't.
No
wanna do
worries.
it on
It's gonna
camera.
take me a minute to remember what I need to roll.
I think it's resolve in aspects.
I'm gonna double check. Do.
I am deeply curious if we can actually get down there. I can do a thing
Resolve an aspect.
that Liam has seen before.
Hikata thing.
Sort of.
technically.
Don't ask
techni-
questions. Ask no
technically-
questions and I'll tell you no lies.
Technically
But I'm going to
speaking,
ask all the questions.
technically speaking, there is possibly something that Liam can do, but
First,
Yeah,
I need to
mm.
rouse.
All I can do is archaeology.
Coldinic sorcerer.
Yeah, you want to do that in front of Paratrooper?
No, I don't.
I love that
Why?
Maddie has not yet revealed she knows he's a Zamisi.
Yeah, Zero's trying to figure it out. Why did I put it in composure and not resolve when I need resolve more than anything? Okay.
Wait,
well,
so Maddie knows that Liam is Zamitzi?
Islington told her before the mission.
That's kind of funny. Don't
alright.
trust him. Racism. Why? Racism.
Maddie's trying to be polite and not let him know that she knows, but she's also nervous because Islington's like, Zamisi are horrible. And Maddie's like,
I'm sorry, which side made gargoyles?
What he just said.
I don't have a bone in this fight other than that one made me laugh before, so you know.
Okay.
I'm innocent. I did nothing.
Uh-huh.
So is Liam.
I don't know how old you are.
Okay.
Yeah,
Once Storyteller comes back, I rolled 3 successes. So we'll see what we get.
All
job.
I know is I'm baby and therefore
Mhm.
innocent.
Nope.
my innocent
John Way
face.
plus looks
Incorrect.
merit.
No Tremere is innocent, regardless of how young.
That is not cool. Maddie does not see other people as potential gargoyles. That is me.
Hello.
Maddie's traumatized by gargoyles. Thank you.
What I see right now, 2 perfectly good gargoyles.
Well, he is
So,
Goratrix, so.
Correct.
He is
right
gorgeous.
now,
There.
as you're calming down and running the premonition, is pink glitter. And what you hear is a song. In sleep he sang to me, in dreams he came. That voice which calls to me and speaks my name. And then what he sees is the skyline of Philadelphia. painstakingly recreated with Lego bricks.
Mm-hmm. He pulls out his phone. And he is going, because I got his phone number. And he's going to text him. Have you received... Not received. Have you been made aware of any other odd happenings in your domain?
No. But also, maybe.
Okay. That's a phone call now. So he calls.
Hello.
Hi. What do you mean by maybe?
It's not technically in my domain.
All right. But you have seen/heard of things that are happening. Care to explain?
Oh, there's magic happening and I'm not supposed to open the door.
Door where?
The door by the bell.
The door by Independence Hall by chance?
Is that where the cracked bell lives?
What's his name again? I am so sorry.
Q. Quasimodo.
Of course it is. Why am I dumb?
You are not dumb.
Q. Yes, Q. That is where the bell lies. Who told you that you're not supposed to open that door?
Don't remember.
Do you remember what they look like?
They're tall and have brownish hair.
Okay. Tall with brownish hair. Are they like us?
I could throw him across a room. He hangs out with that butterfly person. No, not butterfly. Dragonfly.
Uh-huh. All right. And he told you this when?
Don't remember. But I'm not supposed to let the dragonfly in there.
Okay. Good to know. All right.
Okay,
Thank you
bye.
so much, Q. Thank you. And he hangs up. Why don't you four go look for a Secret Service elevator that might bring us down to a sub-floor? I'm going to make a quick phone call.
Do you know where this elevator would be?
There's an elevator.
If it's I do know in many buildings, sometimes there is a Secret Service elevator for employees. I myself have not been in this facility much, so I wouldn't know. But it might be a good chance to look around and also check out other rooms.
Look, can you call Rowan and ask him if there's like the alarm system goes to a elevator
Yes,
for
I
this
can.
building? Thank you.
Yes.
That would speed things up.
Okay.
I mean,
Who are you calling?
Rowan.
Rowan.
Oh.
And he's going to call Rowan. I don't know if the man is here, but
He's on the walkie-talkie at least.
No.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
the other man, the man who voices him.
The man behind the man.
Oh, look, here it comes.
Oh,
I hope.
Aw.
Yay!
There he is.
Magic.
Ask and he shall appear. But yeah, Rowan will get a phone call.
A phone call?
Yeah.
The phone will go immediately to voicemail.
Oh, you. Okay. He'll go to a walkie.
There it is. We're in mission mode, buddy.
We are
Fine,
doing
I guess.
encryption. E-war.
All right. Calls him up on the walkie. Hey, Rowan, can you check to see if there's a possible service elevator type of thing? What, Colin? What did you say?
I would think that there might be an alarm system going to anything that would be accessible to this location. So find where the alarm goes to. If it goes to any sort of elevator or way to connect to get to wherever Maddie believes this room is, you have to go.
Zero has held up the walkie to
he just
have
Hey, Rowan, it's me. We're looking for a sub T room and an access point to it. Maddie says it's about this far down, and we need to get there. We already talked to the person who's in charge of down there. Zero did, at least.
All right.
Access points, anything.
The radio is silent for a bit longer than is comfy.
Mhm.
Looks like there is access point, street level. But you're not to let your boss in there alone.
But with the rest of us is fine.
It should be.
Should be.
Rowan.
Is there? I hand the mic back to him.
He's now stepped away from the group.
Oh,
Rowan,
well.
do you,
Heightened senses. I'm listening.
yeah. He
Where the
knows that you guys have
Zero
heightened
go?
senses. Yeah, he's not. You're not the one that he's kind of really doing this for.
Colin ain't here. All
I
right.
don't
you-
see an elevator.
Do you want me to
Owl
make
me,
sure that
I
she doesn't
guess.
go down? I talked to Q. He told me that you came to see him.
Orders from the top. She's not to go in alone.
Orders from the top. She's not to go in alone. I have no intention of having her go in alone. Orders from you. Do you want her to go in at all?
We've got a job to do.
All right. Sounds good. I will see you then. All right. Let's go.
All right. Well, let's see where this ground entrance is.
Where are we going?
Oh, he goes back to the car and he preparedness. Check the trunk. Pulls out a Lego set. Shake, 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 shake. He also holds up from his jacket preparedness. Wasabi peas. I came
Yes.
prepared this time.
Yes, approve.
The access point that Rowan had found looks like swing out diamond plate doors that are mounted into the sidewalk and a rather shaky, it looks like a elevator that was used for deliveries. So looks like it is just large enough to fit everybody onto the platform, as long as y'all get real comfy with each other.
Maddie is in the corner.
Colin crowds in the center. He doesn't want to be playing corner games. He is also able to make himself small.
Liam's in the kind of like towards the back, but same corner, like opposite corner to Maddie. just kind of like.
Poor Seafra. Probably the head's like. "Ah."
Sifra is 6'5" in those heels.
Yeah, how tall's the elevator?
Yes.
Zero is little, so little. So he's like, he goes in.
Sifra, well, her personal space bubble is saran wrap. So
Yeah.
she's just going to fit where she fits.
Yeah, where she
Nice.
fits, she sits. Zero is just staring forward, just like, okay, we get on. 30 seconds, we get off. That's all. That's all.
Maddie's
You got a
growing
problem with
incredibly
elevators?
anxious.
You got a
Okay.
problem with elevators?
It's a rather new invention.
It's been around since the 1800s.
Elevators by a rope have been around since Egypt.
Yes, but this is not with a rope. This is with electronics, and it's just, it doesn't seem well kept. So
It has safety measures. Almost every elevator is built in to have safety measures to stop if you fall. You don't need electronics for that. It's mechanically built.
Those require regular inspections.
That's true.
But
Maddie's
this-
growing incredibly anxious, not because she's in a tight space, but they're
Probably
going
shouldn't
down.
have said that, but I'm going to chalk that one up to Charisma 1, baby.
Let's go down! Yay! Okay.
I
In
pressed the button to go.
what seems like far too long, the elevator goes.
Colin mutters something about express elevators and going down.
And then opens.
Which way, Bat?
Do I need to make another wits and awareness to figure out where I am in relation to what I heard?
The room is super dark. Like,
Oh, great.
super dark.
Heightened
Liam-
senses, I can see kind darkness.
Pulls out a
Liam,
mag light.
well,
was
Liam
gonna- I was-
Liam gets flashbanged. Is what just happened.
I was about
It's
to, I was
not
about
right
to,
at
I,
you, but
I was about to activate Eyes of the Beast, but
Yeah, I was just gonna lead my clanmate using my heightened senses.
oh no. That requires trust.
You're not my clanmate.
Oh, never mind. Just
To be fair, actually,
tell me, I guess.
Actually, I've got an idea for that. Actually, I am still going to activate Eyes of the Beast, but I am going to bring up the rear.
So, what do those eyes look like? Considering they typically have a very specific sort of appearance. So, for our dragon,
His eyes effectively kind of like the pupils kind of not the pupils, the irises tend like grow slightly larger. The pupils slit and then they just glow.
Maddie is staring fascinated for a moment, totally distracted momentarily.
Zero has nonchalantly grabbed her.
Okay.
Colin looks at the two holding hands. All right. Just
So-
keeps towards the center. Yeah.
the energy is still there. If anything, it is all the more suffocating.
I shake the Lego slightly, partially for myself, partially for if the boy is around.
He will not be around.
The
Well-
boy is not supposed to open the door.
Correct. The boy is
I
effectively.
wasn't part of that call now, was I?
Nope,
this
you
is
weren't.
true.
Shame.
Shake.
Interesting. Shame. Yeah, he's not going to be there. Leave it in the elevator. We'll drop it off on the way back.
Okay. It was Star Wars. All right.
Okay. Do I need to make another wits and awareness to hear what's going on? See the sword? I don't know.
It's
Need to get
there's
the point.
it's just suffocating. This
Okay.
is very clearly sort of the bottom. If you would like to all do a wits and awareness to kind of see what you see
Are
with
we
your
in the room?
special eyes.
Yeah, I'll do that. Let's do basic wits and awareness using sense the unseen.
ST.
Yes,
Are we in the room?
we are
The
in
area.
fact in the room.
Where it happened. Sorry.
Yeah. We
I mean,
are
this
in
is
the room where it happened.
it is Independence Hall. This is where a lot of things happen.
I'm going to do the wits awareness. Then after whatever that is resolved for all of us, I'm going to do the thing.
I'm gonna burn a willpower.
Can I get concealed objects for this or no?
Yes.
Yay.
Zero's just vibing.
Here we
He's
go.
not with the awareness thing, he's just vibing.
He has no way to see in the dark.
Colin turned on the light.
Colin
He's
turned
got
on the
a- He's
light.
got a mag light. He's got a flashlight.
Oh, okay. Then he'll do the wits and awareness and heightened senses thing, I guess.
I
Oh,
did
that's two
sense
this
the
time.
unseen.
1, 2.
Wits awareness too, and sense the unseen is on and has been
3,
on,
4,
but 2
5,
for this time.
6.
Okay, so we got
Hold on.
2 for Colin, 4 for Maddie. What'd you get, Liam?
3, I believe.
Free. So 2 free, 4.
2, 3, 4.
Hold on.
And then
5.
5!
2 free, 4,
5.
5. Okay, 2. Yup, this is a room. It's really dusty in here. That might be like an old monument or something that someone is restoring. That is hideous.
hideous monument.
You happen to know what gargoyles look like, and they don't look like that.
All right, so it's not the boy at least. All right.
Liam, due to your particular nature, you might realize that part of what appears to be in the center of the room, just under where this geyser kind of starts, is gold. The geyser seems to be coming out of something almost like a gold manhole. Four. So it's not a gold manhole, but it does appear to be a marble. The floor is marble.
That's weird.
There is sort of a, we'll say, 8-foot by 8-foot square that is upraised.
Oh,
And
frick, is
in
this an
the
altar?
middle of it is just a large gold seal.
Oh, frick. Oh, frick.
And
oh, frick.
this is what it appears the geyser is coming out of.
So it
And-
looks like an altar.
5.
Hi.
You don't see any ritual material, really.
Uh-huh.
You don't see any sigils. You don't see any wards. But this is an altar.
Frick.
Do I know what type of thing made this altar? Based on everything that's surrounding.
I mean, it looks like anything else.
Meaning, like, did a kindred make this altar? Did a fae make this altar? Did a wraith make this altar? Did a
I mean-
How
mage?
recent was this altar made?
If
Yeah.
you had to guess, it was probably people.
Just normal ass kind.
Kind.
Okay.
Hey, Liam, how many days ago was the thing?
You mean with the prince and the shadow
Yeah.
monster?
Yeah,
How long ago was that? Because I know it's the 18th. I'm trying to
the
remember what
18th
was.
of June? Question mark.
Yeah,
It's the 18th of June. The 18th of June, like in character now.
Today. Now,
Yeah.
tonight.
Probably like a week or so.
7 days. I can do that. I can
About a
reach up
week
pretty
ago.
far.
About a week ago, roughly.
I think we're gonna go with
Um,
about a week ago because I don't want to look it up right now.
I can look it up.
Colin's gonna nod to Liam. All right.
Everyone stay at least 10 feet away.
I don't
It
know if
was
I can do that.
It was the 8th of June.
Okay, so
10
10 days.
It's a bit further, but it's not 2 weeks and it's not further. I mean, I
What are
can look at a fully restored book
What
that
are you
has
doing,
been
Colin?
ash. Well, that one can look into the future. I can do sort of a thing. It's an interactive experience to a degree. Here's the game rules. I'm going to get close. I'm going to do some stuff. Don't touch anything. You can sketch anything you see. You can photograph anything you see. You can't touch or really interact with, but you can walk around and you can do your own investigations, people.
Are you sure you want to get close to that thing?
Oh,
I'm
all right.
Colin. Before you do this, I need you to understand that there are going to be problems that you might face. If you are here, if you are close for a prolonged period of time, it could end up destructive. And you could, in fact, get yourself hurt as well as other people here hurt. Is that a responsibility that you are willing to take when doing this?
I'm trying to look into the past and make it visible. Please don't ask how I can do that.
I'm
It's
not
not
asking if I'm not asking how. I'm asking if you are willing to take responsibility if anything happens.
Getting
I
that
have
close to
to.
such a magic source looks dangerous.
What if we drew a little bit off first?
Okay.
What?
You
How do you mean?
you guys don't know how to do that?
Are you
I give
talking
her
about
like
absorbing magic?
I've been here for a couple of weeks. Look.
Oh, sorta. Well, Furcuses can be fed, right?
Oh,
To an extent, yes.
Yes.
If a Furcus already exists, you can make it stronger.
do we want to do that?
No.
Well, if you know how to do the first, it's easy enough to siphon a little off, is what I'm saying.
We shouldn't. First rule of Sifra,
Don't.
law of unfamiliar magics, don't. So let's everyone get back to the elevator, I guess, until I say it's cool. And that way it should only be me. Liam, hey, you cool to drag me if something bad happens and if there's anything recoverable of me? Don't want to go to hell if I don't have to, but
I can try my
Oh,
best.
I can fix it. Hold on.
And Seafer just like digs in like her boot and pulls up what appears to be desiccant.
is that for me in case I get the other thing?
Well, if you accidentally die, we'll still have your body, and you can't go to hell if we still have your body.
I don't think that's how that works, but thank you.
Uh,
All right. Well, hey, Liam's already seen me do this part. I think Sifra has twice, 3 times. Just be cool if anything weird happens. That isn't explosive, just unpleasant.
So Seafer's got a bag in her hand, and she can't exactly reach in and grab a dagger and poke herself with the same hand. So what she does is, "Arr," and she bites it, and she drops a couple of blood on the desiccant in her hand, and then she blows it at Colin. Effectively, you are covered in desiccant dust.
Okay.
real quick, ST. Before Colin does his Hakata stuff and maybe the light moves, can I use heightened senses to like zoom my eyesight in on the thing on the altar and get a quick sketch of it? Because I don't know what the seal is.
You know what? Sure, yeah.
Okay.
You also may have an opportunity to sketch some more stuff, but we're going to see.
Yes, but just in case everything goes wrong.
Yeah, I'll accept that. I give you a disposable Nokia camera too if you want. Very old-fashioned 90s like stuff you gotta develop. And I'll also hand you a Polaroid camera if you want for instant development
5 successes.
instead of like,
5 successes.
I look apologetically towards Liam, and I pull out a small thing of Vicks, and I hand it to him if he wants it.
I am going to put the picture in our Discord.
Okay. We
All right.
panel.
Back it up. Back it up.
It's gonna be. I'm just gonna stick it in Gen
1,
Chat
2, 3, 4, 5.
because
Nice.
Okay. Gen Chat it is.
I don't know where else to put it.
Gives reasons.
That is the seal.
Rebellion to tyrants is obedience to God. Oh, freak.
I don't recognize it, but good to know. It sounds American, that's for sure. So here we go. Colin has respectfully asked, as best as he can respectfully, everyone to back up. Aside from Liam, is everyone willing to do that, or do you stand where you are?
Zero does back up, and he will ask Maddie to get behind him.
Yeah, Maddie does so, no problem. No questions asked. She's like, even though she's taller than him, she's like, yeah, no, okay.
He squints towards the two Tremere in like a "can I trust them?" Foul it sort of great suffering sigh, long suffering sigh, and rolls his shoulders a bit, holds his hands up, and we're gonna see some stuff.
Magic is happening.
For those who have auspex, which I think the Tremere do get, this may be auspex that you can tell automatically. This is probably not auspex you are familiar with, unless you have a very interesting story that is related to very bad parenting. Here we go.
You'd be
First blood
surprised.
surge. I might not, but I might.
You know,
First
I
blood
got a good
surge.
side.
Rouse. We're going to get extra dice. Not yet, so I'll have 2 extra dice. Second surge, for the actual thing itself. This does not get my blood potency reroll, unfortunately. Here we go. I'm good so far, still on 1 hunger. Okay.
This, for ST clarification, this is a power that utilizes Oblivion? Question mark.
This is a power that utilizes auspex. It is Dreams of the Past.
Okay, it is non-Oblivion.
No.
Okay.
Let me double check
A
that
10 when you're rousing Oblivion.
would
Yeah.
be a thing. This is going to be. It does have an amalgam of obfuscate, if that matters.
No.
Obfuscate.
Okay. Memory was telling me Oblivion, not obfuscate. So
That is my other thing, which is fatal flaw. And if we have to use that, it means we're fighting something, and that's a problem.
you
So-
are kosher.
Now I'm going to throw intelligence, auspex, and my blood surge on top of that, and I will see about willpowering because I don't mess around when I use this power. So
That's fair.
intelligence, auspex, which is now 4 because I have gained a thing recently. So that's 3 goes to 9, and then let's see. I'm not stinky yet, which is pleasant. 1, 2, 3. And because I don't mess around, reroll failures. Nope. We are sitting on 6 successes. What you guys are going to see. Thankfully, this time, the unpleasant thing that's happened every other time I've used this does not happen. Time holds, and then you start to see air currents move. You start to see time seem to rewind. Particles of dust float backwards and swirl. Anything of people, anything like water flowing from one direction would flow back up. Any footprints would fall into feet as people approach. You get to see a live reenactment in reverse that can be paused on a certain moment, up to a point, depending on how far 6 successes gets me, where previous actions have taken place. And he is going to stop wherever he can get to either a ceremony being performed or seeing people walk in, hopefully with faces uncovered, and or if they handily leave their wallets laying around or something. Although I don't think it'll be quite that easy. For those who are familiar with certain things, I may give more information if they have questions. Not that
Certain
Collins tells
things.
them, but yes. Certain stuff that the GM will probably say. I know. Let me type that. This is not, for those who have it, this is not the not prestidigitation, but where you look into the past.
Oh, it's
This
not
is
Spirit's
not,
touch.
it is not Spirit's touch. For those who have it, it is distinctly different, even though it still looks into the past. We are not who made us. We have the option of not being who made us.
Sorry
They're
about
back.
that. Again, change of seasons, and I don't want to do that on camera because that's just
You're
rude. So, there are no people walking in. There does not appear to be any ceremony. What he sees as he goes back, and what is plain to see when not dealing with the pure deluge of magical energy, is that there are 3 smaller seals in a pattern around the larger seal. There is the sound of a scream, mercifully cut short. And then 2 of those 3 gems shatter, leaving only 1.
Gems or seals?
Kind of both. These are seal-like thingies made out of a semi-precious stone.
Okay. Like it's carved onto the gems?
Yes.
Okay.
And then it's the very beginnings of that geyser forming as those 2 seals break.
Can you bring it back to seconds before the explosion?
I freeze it where he wants it with probably a little bit of shuddering and jittering to get to that point. Remember, photos and sketching, yes. Touching, no. That'll dispel it. And this is limited.
How far is the reach?
Depends on how skilled I am at going backwards.
How skilled are you?
How much did 6 successes get us? Probably not further than this, or do you want... Does
Not
he need me to go further?
terribly too much further, but you would be able to focus in on when everything was whole, if that was your aim.
I'm asking because we're not seeing anyone here save these 3 seals. And there was
If
a
that
scream.
scream was in this room, I would be able to see the source of it if it's within the room. If there's some scream that's invisible somehow and I can't see it, it wouldn't bring it. If it
Okay.
was,
I could attempt to try and hear the source and where it's coming from if you play it back again.
probably not great for our minds, but yeah.
Sacrifice can be made sometimes in pursuit of mission.
His
In order
scarred
to
up
do
face frowns a bit, but he does it, and he shudders it slowly like he's scrubbing through a video.
It is a shriek. The voice, well, the upper voice kind of sounds maybe like the kindred from the mission with the shadow thing. And the under voice is almost definitely that shadow thing.
Interesting. There's multiple voices at the same time. Something
That-
like a sacrifice and then the thing coming.
Yes, Liam.
That undertone. That was the shadow creature that the prince faced. And that shriek on top of it, that was similar to the kindred that we found, who was
Do you have reports on this incident that we can look into when we get back?
I might be able to write up a detailed report when I get back.
Did the kindred survive?
It
Okay.
sounds like sacrifice, but
The kindred the cultists that we fought, they said that they were keeping the kindred. They were kidnapping kindred of potent blood, and they said that they were necessary to keep the doors closed.
What is this cult's name? Did you get a name?
If I remember correctly, it was the cult. It was the Order of the Forgotten Rose or the Forgotten Promise.
Picture time.
it's the old Kodak ones that you scroll wheel, and they got like
Mhm.
30 shots of them. They're disposable. You got to develop them. And
Zero
then
is
he's got an actual Polaroid from the 90s that will be an instant development, and he's got a sketchbook. Full investigator mode.
Zero is also sketching. What were the other two seals? What were the images for the other two?
Oh, the three ones surrounding the big one. Yeah, what were all those ones looking like?
I
One
think it was three
of
that turned.
one of them is, well, it's very noticeable, particularly for two of you. It is a rather archaic version of the Tremere clan symbol.
Archaic or Order of Hermes adjacent?
Archaic AF. Like definitely kindred symbology and not mage
After
symbology.
2020. Okay, after 1220, but
After 2020, when the Order of Hermes became Tremere.
when the Order of Hermes kicked them out. No, after 1220, it sounds like.
Archaic, but definitely kindred.
Yeah, okay.
V20.
Yeah, it's the V20 symbol.
As opposed to Ars Magica.
Um,
Especially Vampire the Requiem. So anyway,
one of them is very clearly La Sombra.
Oh boy.
okay.
The third, the one not currently broken, then true.
Freaking knew it.
Okay. All right. So I'm making the executive decision and saying that this is not something that can be cleaned up or fixed. So
At
we are
least not
simply
just by us.
correct. So we are here to.
I could maybe.
No. No.
First
Hold
roll.
on.
No.
What were you saying, Sifra?
Well, we can't fix it now,
Correct.
but we could come back and fix it later.
That is a possibility.
If I
once we
could-
do more research, yes.
Teach enough of you how to draw the power off the Firkus?
I like knowledge.
That sounds intriguing. I'd have to get my sire's approval, though, I think.
I fortunately don't have that problem.
Probably.
How would you draw power out of it? Do not show me. Try to explain it.
Okay.
Thank you,
Okay. So, into the shirt again, pulls out a dagger with the head of a carrion crow
Mm-hmm.
as the handhold. Okay. You can see it. It's not quite as strong as what is emanating from the very ground. Some magical frickin' how. This woman has a thing in her hand, and that thing is a Firkus.
Portable. Interesting.
Given Liam's experience and knowledge of said things, can you recognize what, like, he recognizes that it is a Firkus. Can you recognize how this is possible?
weird special magics from weird special magic types. If he were closer to the Sabbat, yeah, maybe.
Hey,
That makes
so
sense.
can I?
Hey.
Hey, hey, quick question. Would I know?
How Doratrix over
Wait a
here.
minute. Wait a minute.
There is a weird Sabbat tick. Something that they do to create their own unhallowed grounds called a harrow haunt.
Mm-hmm.
That particular action has been known to create furkai.
I wouldn't have caught Mother Dearest doing anything like this, would I?
Likely no, though
Okay.
the idea of wanton mass slaughter being the creation of this thing would
Kinda her style.
probably occur.
Okay, so I definitely know what this is. Got it. Cool. Good to know. Don't
I have
you worry
ideas.
about it, Maddie. There's nothing that you need to worry about for your older kin.
Colin looks
Um,
uncomfortable.
Kin.
Right. So if you have a furcus
Mm-hmm.
Sins of the
or
father.
something else that you can put the energy into,
Mm-hmm.
then it's only temporary and you don't explode.
Got
Huh.
it.
Right. So we would draw it off of this and either put it somewhere else or in something else, or we could draw power off and kind of release it, though that might be a little bit more dangerous because who knows where the power would end up after that.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Maddie, I
Unfortunately.
would strongly recommend you talk to your sire before you do anything with this.
So-
Bottle it before
absolutely.
just sending it
If
out
a
in the ether.
furcus already exists, you can feed it or
Yes,
draw power from it.
correct.
Or bind
Right?
yourself to it.
If you know how.
How do you bind? Never mind. Later.
I would like to
Yes, student.
explore more about this, Sifra. But at this exact moment, I do not think that we should entertain that possibility.
Yeah, it's probably been 20 minutes of me taking photos and us sketching and me having to do the thing. So, about that whole magical radiation thing and us needing time, distance, and shielding to be around this healthily.
Yes, Maddie?
Yeah, Maddie.
Yes, ST. What would I need to roll, for history stuff to know where this phrase "rebellion against a tyrant's disobedience to God" is from? Being.
Oh no!
Intelligence and academics, if you have a specialty in history, even
Does
better.
archaeology count?
Archaeology is gonna be a no.
Okay, that's fine.
Hey, if I also do that, I have a huge suspicion that Greek mythology not going to help me here. But can
Nope.
I still roll intelligence plus academics?
You absolutely can.
may
Anyone
I-
who cares to.
May I blood surge?
Of course,
It'd
you
be
got that.
intelligence academics. Yeah, why not?
I'm at hunger 3. I want a blood
I'm
surge
not
so
messing
bad, but I
around.
cannot.
Mm.
I have to be
I'm still
responsible.
shockingly at hunger 1, and I have a backup in case.
It's
So
three
we're gonna rouse
Liam's
the
just
boy.
like,
Liam's trying to figure out like what can he look for just to be like, what can I
I
what-
use
what-
you
the
have
thermos.
magic in your bra?
Yeah, Liam's just looking at Seafra, just kind of like, you're carrying around a furcus in your bra.
You have magic in your bra?
Do I want to spend another? Do I want to spend a willpower
What was
for that?
the DC?
Fairly low.
Okay, I got 3. Do I need more
Because,
than that?
well, okay, fairly low for you. You are an American. Folks
I
who
am
are
an
not
American.
Hey, I've been here since
Such a
the
Brit!
1800s.
No. My bloodline's been here since the 1700s, maybe farther. We fought the Revolutionary War. Frick you.
I personally have been here since the 1800s. I'm saying that as someone who's been here since the 1800s. I should know enough about American history that it should be okay.
You didn't go through the American public school system like Maddie did.
Where were you?
Where was I?
Uh-huh.
Philadelphia.
For the entire time.
I was in Philadelphia. Well, at least from what the other god told me. I was in Philadelphia from Time of Embrace until a couple of years later, then San Antonio until
Texas.
1900s, and then
Okay.
Indiana. Yeah.
So, your difficulty is going to be 4
Oh, then I made it. Then I'm good.
for reasons.
I
So
did
let me
get a-
look at the rest of them.
Yeah, you ask me how long I've been in locations. Zero doesn't know. I don't
I
know
did
either.
bust out the thermos.
Well,
This is the
it's
first
'cause your
time my
character's
hunger's gone out.
missing
So
memory.
meat shake clock.
Yeah, because missing memory, and Einar's not there to tell me, so I don't know.
You've been abandoned.
other god hasn't told me.
Sire abandoned. ST abandoned.
I know.
So everybody will
Good day.
Can anyone else hear her?
be good.
Nope.
No.
Nope. Good
Nope,
day is
you're
the guy.
frozen.
I don't carry
I
freeze.
You're frozen.
There
Up
you
for the-
are.
ooh,
Oh,
the
there we
quality's
go.
dropped a
Nope.
little bit, but
Oh.
yeah, there we go.
Okay, so you would all recognize this, especially you Revolutionary War buffs. This is the personal seal that was suggested to be the government seal by one Benjamin Franklin.
Quick question.
Where's Jeremiah?
Because
He's in
I
New
know.
York.
So here's
No,
the
no.
thing. Quick question, because I know this. George Washington was a hunter.
What?
Yeah, he was a hunter.
Among other
Can
things.
can Zero think back? Was Thomas Jefferson a hunter as well? Like, were they a part of like a hunter cell together?
Was Ben Franklin a Tremere, Lasombor, or Ventru? Questions of the ages.
Sounds like Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Oh God!
I can straight up say no.
Okay. Look, Zero only knows that because George Washington was a hunter that specialized in killing mages. That is the only reason why he knows that bit of information.
Okay.
So he's like, maybe the other founding fathers were also hunters. Who the fuck knows?
Ben
Who the frick
Franklin
knows?
involved with human sacrifice or the Tremere, Lasombor, or Ventru
I mean,
for some
he did
reason.
have an awful lot of bodies buried in his basement.
Correct.
Benjamin
See?
Franklin did, not George Washington. Let's be
No,
clear.
Ben
No, they were
Franklin.
buried on his. Can't say that.
The founding fathers are something else.
Yes,
All
they
right.
are.
Oh, that's Ben Frank's seal. Huh.
As in Benjamin Franklin?
Yeah, Benjamin Franklin. That's his personal seal.
1,200 bone fragments from at least 15 individuals. Okay, sure.
Is that important?
He's one of the founding fathers, Sifra. He helped sign the Declaration of Independence and write the Constitution in this building.
He banged a lot of people in France. Kind of a big deal.
Founded the U.S. postal system. He was a diplomat to France. He was a
Argued
senator.
that we should have the noble pig as a national animal instead of the bald eagle.
You mean the turkey?
Are those important?
It's the turkey, not the pig.
Oh,
He's
okay.
important.
He was for French Revelations. I know that one.
Old man important in history. Kind of weird his symbol is down here on an altar of magic.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
Scream
okay.
and other stuff. Kind of.
Can
Did you fight Benjamin Franklin's
Zero-
ghost, Liam?
Zero knows that he was with the cult stuff? Can he think back to information that he has? What cult stuff Ben Frank might have been dealing with to see if maybe there's a modern version of the cult that he is currently dealing with?
I mean, probably quite a few.
I mean, the Freemasons still exist.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
right. Yeah. It's World of Darkness. They gotta have something up going on. Probably mages, now that I think about it.
Mages, you say?
And Franklin? Freemasons? I would think mages. Speaking of elevators and math and shenaniganry,
And you said
changes.
that people put this down. Well, I said that. God said that, and it came from me.
Right. And I
Are
thought
you
I was
okay, Zero?
No.
I don't think anyone's okay. We're not. It's not healthy to be around here. I think.
No, not really.
So how about we go back upstairs now and maybe
Yeah,
go back
let's
to
get
the
out of
Good
here.
idea,
van?
boss.
Wait,
Let's
hold
go
on.
back up the sketchy elevator. What?
What? You do magic?
Hold on. Not magic.
Good.
Never mind. Wrong. Well, hold on.
Okay, you're being a little indecisive for us being near radioactive magic.
Once everybody leaves, I can do that thing in the elevator so that nobody can come back down.
You do what thing?
A thing, apparently.
Zero has seen the thing.
I have seen the thing, but he's not saying anything because he wants to make sure that it's okay to say the thing.
Probably a ward is what I'm guessing.
So
Boss.
you said that there's no mage thing, correct? Before I go off and dive into the deep end, correct?
It does not appear to be. They appear to be kindred markings on this seal.
Okay. I know you said it like once a million times, but I just wanted to quadruple check. Okay. Then never mind.
Okay. Let's get out of here. I don't like being close to this thing. It makes my skin crawl.
Okay, let's go to the elevator.
Last few snaps.
Just before Liam leaves the room, he's gonna look back to the Fergus, and I'm just gonna effectively try and like gauge. I want to try and gauge how powerful this is, and specifically, how powerful is this Fergus? If for like, can he feel anything coming from it that relates to Kaldunic sorcery?
Give me int and occult. Please.
That's a good roll for Limo.
Liamo.
Limo.
Liamo.
Liamo.
Liamo. Liamo.
Andiamo, Liamo.
Oh,
Liamo.
We're all
While we're
getting silly.
waiting, we've reached silly hours. Oh,
We've all degraded mentally.
while we're all doing this, Zero is just keeping watch of the others, and is going to send a message to the Seneschal to just let them know that it has been decided that this is not something that can simply be cleaned up on this mission. There is a possibility that it can be cleaned up on a next mission. More research is going to need to be had, and then sending a picture of a couple of the sketches that he made of the
Colin
Altar?
can literally hand
Altar.
you the photos as well.
Limo.
you
I'm
get?
gonna need your resolve and composure, home slice.
Uh-oh. Oh no, bro.
Straight.
What did you do?
Straight. Roll no hunger.
Just straight, not a frenzy, not a hunger. Just give it to me straight.
That's 3 for resolve, 2 for
buddy.
composure.
Of course, I stay behind to make sure that he's fine.
Okay, we're good. If you have never felt anything like this, not from Thomas, not from the freaking general who you have seen take a sun bomb to the freaking face and walk out with nothing but a few scars. This is more powerful than anything you have ever felt in your existence. This is more powerful than anything anyone you know of has ever felt in their existence. The magic in Seifer's bra, that's like piddly compared to this. Sifra's magic in her bra is a shot glass. This is Lake Superior. It is orders of magnitude, the depth, the breadth. This could power your wildest dreams for an eternity. And for that reason, it is painful to turn away from this.
This
You
is
could take from this. You could draw from this.
Liam is literally like, and I feel like as if this is just a kind of thing, like, given the last look at the Furcus, Liam's eyes just widen, and it's not fear, it's not anything, it's just sheer want.
Just avarice. Want
Okay.
mine.
And he's gripping his left arm tight.
Liam, time to get into the elevator.
Can I insight check Liam?
You absolutely can.
With
Buddy.
insight?
Vibe check. Yeah, with
Yeah,
Vibe
vibe check.
Is Liam trying to mask this at all, or is he just too much in awe?
He's not masking at all. The one thing he's not masking at all. It's a combination of it's a combination of what's mine is mine and yours is mine and mine and mine and mine and all this
Yes,
other stuff.
it's just avarice. It's
But at the same time, there is also that thing of that there's that little part of his facial expression that's just like, we gotta go, we can't have it, we gotta go. I know we want it really badly.
Precious.
no,
May I
no,
add
no.
heightened senses to insight check, or do I need to even bother?
You don't need to.
Okay.
Same seas. Two successes.
I'm a descendant of Goretrix. I know that look well. I'm not even gonna roll.
Maddie takes a step further back from where Liam, like, she's already in the elevator, but she sees Liam at the door, and she like takes a step further back while he's not watching because
We can
some
have
easy
it later.
possessiveness.
Buddy, we
Liam.
can have it later.
No,
There is
no.
a voice in the back of your mind, and you sort of recognize this weird tickle. After all, you have had occasions where the beast has had his say.
Hmm.
This time, however, the voice is cajoling, pleading, bargaining, and it is the voice of, well, your sister.
Hmm.
Can you imagine what we could do with that?
At this point, Zero has gotten in between Liam and the thing.
Liam at this point is literally just like walking away. He's shaking his head and he's just like, no.
Inside.
And he goes inside the elevator.
You don't remember the rush from that Toreador? The rose, you don't remember?
Sifa, bring us up now.
Oh, okay. It's just the button. Hold on.
Good job,
Tunk
Liam.
tunk.
You got this, Chief.
It's not mine. I can't have it.
You could do that anytime you wanted.
I can't have it. It is too much.
For now,
It ain't worth hell.
say it. For now.
No.
It ain't worth hell.
Come on, Liam. We wouldn't have to worry about any little threats to either one of us ever again.
Buddy.
I'm fine.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, you are. You're winning. Stay winning. That's right.
He's literally just been muttering to himself, like he's just, like to the voice in the back of his head and to himself, just kind of like, "It's not mine. I can't have it. It's too much."
What? You didn't realize that giving his regards was the sewer rat threatening you? This would be referring to Davis's note about giving Ms. Adler his regards.
You are not here. You are with him. You're not here.
But I'd be saying the same thing if I was right next to you, wouldn't I?
I'm going to be under the stars in a second.
You don't have to give in to your beast.
I am trying.
And you're winning. Stay
Yes.
winning.
Fighting
It
his
is.
beast.
And we're good. Seaford, do the thing. Let's go, buddy.
You just the minute he's out of the elevator, just pulls out a cigarette and a lighter and just lights it and just.
So Sifra takes her furcus again and just draws a line up one arm. And what everyone sees is the blood wells, but does not fall. Sifra is essentially acting almost as a conductor and is hastening her own vitae along.
So it's like streaming instead of dripping.
So it is literally like floating to create the shape of a ward.
Ow.
Colin looks at that and
This is familiar to somebody.
that would
It
is that me in a
sounds-
certain pattern of flowers?
That it would also be familiar to Colin. He has seen her do this, not in
Fancy
person,
that.
but he
Something
has seen her do this.
in the past. Yeah. Funny where investigations take us.
What it appears is sort of a circle almost, and dragonfly wings with a pattern of stained glass.
Maddie, stay clear of the rune.
That's a neat trick. We should talk about it sometime.
Isn't gonna go near it.
It makes you confused.
Yep. It's an interesting feeling.
Does it make you feel happy?
No. I mean, it made me, once I got, no, it does not make you feel happy, but it was quite astonishing to experience it. So,
Good to
but
know.
that might just be for my hunger for knowledge.
Are you familiar with gravity?
Very. He thinks
Not
of
in
when
there,
he
you're not.
slammed into the slammed into the floor the other time.
Not in there, you're not.
Interesting.
While they're like geeking out about it, Maddie like kind of takes a few hesitant steps over near towards Liam and just quietly
Maddie, can
oh dear.
I have
Frick.
a wits and occult?
Okay.
Please add your blood sorcery.
Have fun.
Okay.
Storm into the castle.
Okay. 3 wins, 2 occult, and 2 blood sorcery. So that's 7.
Even though Zero has no idea what's going on, can Zero just by being in proximity to Maddie toss an
Zero-
extra die?
Zero already knows what this is, and Maddie, what Sifra's doing looks like blood sorcery.
Okay.
I'm so confused. It's 4 successes.
Yeah, Maddie, what Sifra's doing looks like blood sorcery.
Shenaniganry.
Yeah.
Magar.
Suddenly, things are starting to make a little bit of sense. Like knowing how to mix blood, sorcery, and oblivion.
Do I realize the Mandragora thing yet?
So as the ward sort of fades, the color of blood is gone. What is left for those who can see the magical energies is a sort of sparkling, almost bioluminescent blue.
Like what I saw with the Mandragora.
Yes.
Maddie
Like
just
what some of the Mandragora look like.
That's why we couldn't identify the blood.
What do you mean?
Nothing. Absolutely
Colin.
nothing. I'm just thinking to
Mhm.
myself. Ignore me.
I'm
Colin.
not going to ignore when you say something like that.
Eyes slowly tracking over to her, thinking of flowers.
How do manipulation, subterfuge or something? I want to get the
Good
attention
luck.
off me immediately.
Manipulation and subterfuge, roll for it.
Literally anything else.
And can I add ingenue and stunning? Or do people not think I'm innocent?
Zero
They
knows you're
kind
not.
of heard you mutter, so no, you may not.
But I can add stunning?
But Zero, vibe check is wits and insight.
Okay. Manipulation, subterfuge. Okay. Plus
If
stunning.
you get a single success, I think you beat me.
I don't know, man. Oh, even with stunning, my dice pool is only 5.
Oh goodness, the vibe check.
4 successes.
Hey, let's see if I get a messy crit. A messy crit.
Don't look at me. Do not perceive me.
No vibes here.
0 successes.
Oh, buddy.
Zero is not insightful. He does not insight. He reads.
I'm too pretty.
Nope,
so-
not pretty.
So, yes, while you know she said something, and it's not prudent to ignore the childer of your regent, it's also maybe considering your position kind of just lately, probably not prudent to question her that hard either.
He's not gonna question her. He just basically like stares at her for a long time before goes, I already have so much stuff I have to deal with already.
That's a vibe. That's a vibe by itself, buddy.
I'm not going to worry about that. If I had to hand you off all the things that the Ancilla were dealing with, you'd never be able to see the bottom of a desk. So I'm just going to ignore that.
Oh, I'd probably be dead.
And Sifra just skips outside.
Happy little dragonfly.
The fact that I'm not dead is quite shocking.
She gives me so much exuberance to just leech off of.
Well, we should probably go collect Rowan and get the heck out of here.
Yeah, let's bounce.
Sifra has already collected the Rowan and is just
Rowan.
power word blah.
Yeah,
The
well,
entire thing.
My Hero Academia Deku mutter just go like mutter.
She is just a mile a minute.
Zero is currently typing stuff out through text messages, sending it to the Seneschal, copying the prints, just getting that information to him, because he knows that those 2 lines specifically are masquerade safe, so he's not really holding back on the information.
Yeah.
Colin's mentally preparing the verbal report he's going to give the Seneschal.
Well, they're doing that. Maddie, what I was trying to do earlier, just takes a few hesitant steps near towards Liam. You did really good. I think we did good teamwork on the lock picking stuff, and looking for the magic stuff.
Yeah, it's really clutch bobby pin you got there.
Yes, thank you for that. Yeah, I do appreciate your words. I apologize for the ugly scene that you saw earlier. I try not to be like that all the time.
So it's supposed to be a date, but Rowan said that everybody can come bowling. It's gonna be the cosmic kind, so there's gonna be all the ooh.
I look towards Rowan and see if he genuinely wants us there or if he was being polite. And if I'm gonna wingman for him and be like, no, we're good, thanks, Seafro. So I want to insight if Rowan's trying to telegraph to me, no, all of you go away.
I want alone time with my girlfriend.
It's. I'm not even gonna make you roll for it because you called it. It's very much a I'm being polite.
Get out of
Nah,
here.
we're good.
like-
Seafro, thank you. I'm gonna go head back to work.
Liam just kind of like looks to see from Rowan, just kind of like, I would, but I've currently got to write up some reports when I get back to the Coterie Haven. But
Oh, okay.
but you two have fun, okay?
Have an excellent time.
Yeah,
You-
I should go find my sire.
You have a ride home?
I'll give you whatever ride you need, either
I
of you or
can-
all of you.
I was just
I-
gonna call Jerry.
I can
Okay.
drop us. I have to go back to the area anyway, so I will take you with me if that's all right with you.
Yeah, that's
Liam,
fine.
you with me, I guess?
Yes, I do need a ride.
Let's
I'm
bounce.
so proud of you. You're not even made of soup.
Yeah, I'm really glad for the van too, although that won't be a concern right now. See you on the flip
Okay.
side, you two.
It
See
was
you
nice
at
to
work.
meet you guys.
It was very lovely
Zero-
to meet you.
Zero
Have a
gives
good
a small
day.
smirk to Rowan and looks as if he's seriously considering actually joining them before he just.
Maddie's
Colin
like tugging
does
at
like
Zero's
a
arm.
very
Shrugs it.
slow head turn at Zero.
Oh
like,
yeah, no, it's very clear that Zero is teasing the two of them. But
Oh,
he,
gotcha.
yeah, it's very clear. But he like, I mean, I was offered, and it would be horrible of me not to accept an invitation.
What if
Meanwhile, Rowan's
But
just like,
getting the bad
Daggers.
vibes off of him?
But I suppose there are a couple of things I need to do back at the Chantry, so I guess I'll have to pass on this time around.
Zero, they will never find your body. Ashes to ashes, baby.
Before they head off, Liam actually turns to Zero and just kind of goes like, do you still require at the very least a bullet point summation of what happened?
Yes, is there not one already made?
I'll have to check back at the Coterie Haven. I was a little bit preoccupied at the time to write anything down.
You're with the neonate coterie, correct?
Liam, I got you. I'm a good note taker. I remember stuff well.
Yes, I am part of the neonate coterie.
Okay.
And Colin, you're with who?
I'm also with the neonate coterie on extended assignment, special assignment. Think of it like temporary duty leave.
All right. Just make sure that you get that information to me as soon as possible. We don't need another.
I mean, it's going to the Seneschal.
How many days has it been since the T-Rex incident?
Like 3.
I've missed some stuff, Colin says.
It's
Par
been
for
like
Philly.
3 days or
It's
something.
been like 3 days? Okay. Yes, of course, give it to the Seneschal, but I'm talking specifically about the other where you went to beforehand. If you could just send that information over. We don't need another Tyrannosaurus Rex incident, please.
What? Where I went to what about a T-Rex?
Don't worry about it.
Am I worrying about whatever notes you want or not worrying about whatever
It's
notes you
dead
want?
now.
Great. T-Rexes
Hey.
should be dead
Thanks for
for
making for
several
that.
million years.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is dead. One of my coterie mates is currently
If you want
recovering.
a report from the Seneschal of what I wrote, you can ask them to CC you.
I will make sure to do that then. This seems to be running deeper than I like to admit, and I would like to get to the bottom of it.
Bottom.
Maddie quickly hands out tiny little business cards with her phone number on it to other people.
Oh,
she's
another
met.
one for the Rolodex. Awesome. What do we got?
Yeah, just in case you ever need to reach out. Clearly, I'm good at listening to stuff.
Oh, thank you. 1 second, and then he just kind of like tucks that away, and then just kind of like he pulls out a leather journal, unwraps it, just kind of like very quickly scrawls a number, and then just kind of like rips out of the page and just goes like, "If you need anything, just let me know."
Colin does the same with one of his journalist notepads.
Thanks.
And Zero hands out his phone number, as we all do.
Business cards.
Yeah, it has it's just a blank piece of paper that has a phone number, and then it says, it just has the number 0.
Well,
Liam literally scrawled out the phone number and then just the letters LM.
LM?
Yes, Liam Moriarty.
Colin
Like
draws
from
2 eyes with
Sherlock?
X's through them.
You guys should know better. It's just giving me all your names willy-nilly. What would you do if I was able to find my way back to the other side of the hedge?
You don't have my middle name.
I literally work for you. Also, I'm partially sure this isn't my real name.
Sifa, are you convinced that 0's my real name?
No.
Maddie, you do have a cover, right?
No.
Oh, for fuck. We're gonna have a talk later.
I just got embraced.
Are you a cobbler, or do you know someone? Because I also know someone who I can...
You handle it in house, then, if you're both in the same clan.
Mrs. Sexton knows how to do that stuff.
Well,
That's
good.
the person I know.
Oh, well, not in clan, but close enough.
Apologies, Maddie. You were recently embraced?
2 months.
Yeah,
give or
welcome.
take.
Oh, I'm not the
2 months?
youngest. I'm not the youngest of the
Oh.
group anymore.
No, I'm
That
definitely.
When
the
were you
youngest.
embraced?
Younger than I thought.
About 6 years ago.
Oh, you are also quite young.
Yeah. Fun fact: middle names are often given because people believe the Fae that could steal your name, so you had a middle name so that you didn't give the Fae your middle name. So you don't know my middle name, Sifra.
Yet.
I'm not telling you my middle name. Nobody knows my middle name.
You also don't know my middle name.
Oh, Mrs. Sexton knows everything about everybody. But that was mostly just a joke.
I
mean,
wish she could tell me stuff about me.
Well, be safe getting home, everyone. We should probably hit the road, 0. We have a lot of report.
Bye,
Yes.
cuties.
We
All right,
do
Bay,
have
get in the car.
reports. I do
All
need
right.
to stop off and get some food first, though.
Cosmic bowling!
I actually should also probably go and eat at some point.
That's on you. I can drop you off somewhere, but I ain't coming with you for that one.
Just
I
drop,
Really
just drop,
need me.
just drop me off near the coterie haven. I'll sort out the rest.
Same
Zero's
place as when I
gonna
first met.
Zero's gonna reach out to his person to do a drop off to get some bags.
We can do the rolling in your channels.
Colin
Cool.
also left a Lego set in the elevator, and as well the wasabi peas. He'll get more.
Wasabi peas.
The offerings have been made.
Once 0 and Maddie are in the car and they've driven away a bit, Maddie's like, "Oh yeah, Liam says I miss you."
Wow.
Delicate.
Thought you should know.
I gathered as much when he went to look in the dark. His eyes turned reptilian, and he had a
Possessive freak
growing
out.
need for more power.
Just Maddie dropping that dime.
Well, now you know for sure.
Let the man defend himself, for God's sake.
Absolutely not. What do you think this is? Not a vampire game?
No,
He-
Maddie's learning to keep secrets. She did not let Liam know she knew what he was.
He is allowed to be here by the
I wasn't
prince's
saying he
order.
wasn't.
No, I know. Which means, with him being here by the prince's allowance, that we can trust him to a certain extent.
I wasn't implying anything else. I was just letting you know what his clan.
As far as you can throw him, and we all know what your dump stat is.
Correct.
Vote for mayor.
I know that
Understood.
Liam's not. I know that Liam's not there, but out of character. Can you trust any kindred?
No.
You can trust them all to an extent.
Vampires don't have friends; they have interests.
I know that you weren't insinuating anything, but the fact that you just held off on dropping someone's clan on a fellow same
We didn't have a
we
chance
know
to
the
be-
history.
We didn't have a chance to be alone before we met up with everyone, and I just found out tonight.
It's all right. You don't have to worry about it. It is okay. This is the city of
If you say
broken
brotherly
things.
love. Okay, thanks. I was so tired of people calling this the city of brotherly love.
It is a city of brotherly love, but it is where many people who are considered broken, disregarded, or tossed away come for a second chance.
Yeah, and I think that's a good thing. I was just telling you as a clan.
I appreciate you letting me know.
And with that, we will handle your hunting checks in your channels. So now it's time to do everybody's favorite part, which is introductions. So, Maddie, who the heck are you? Where can we find you?
Hey, I am AJ Cinematic. You can find me on TikTok at AJ Cinematic.
Zero, who is you? Where is you?
I'm Nico. You can find me at Touch a Goblin wherever local things are sold.
Mr. Fry.
Good evening, ladies and gentlethems. I am Colin Fry, as played by Book, Grim Grimoire on Discord.
Monsieur Moriarty.
Hi, I am the Wandering Demon. You can find me at the Wandering Demon on TikTok and literally nowhere else. And I play Liam Moriarty, the Zemitzi.
I don't know if Einar is here. I know he was here for part of it because he threatened Zero's life.
Zero decided to be an 18-year-old little shit person at the end because he had to be an adult, and he was a big boy, and he was an adult, so he had to be a kid at the end.
But Einar can
Casual
usually
bit of
be
brag.
found wherever you may want to find him at Einar_TTRPG. He is the founder of our little game. And I am G'day Effects. And tonight I was being both the voice of the beast as Irene Adler for Mr. Moriarty, the storyteller for the Seneschal's board mission, and Sifra She of the Fae. As always, just because we play monsters does not mean that we can't be the light in somebody else's day. Except for me, clearly. And I'm gonna play the song as soon as I remember how.